In our last video, we saw how Indira Gandhi turned into the socialist politician, but she was still not strong enough to defy Congress. Her chance came in the summer of 1969. Today, we are going to discuss how Indira Gandhi established her power in Congress, which consequently resulted into the Congress split. Let us first discuss why and how Indira Gandhi defied the syndicate's hegemony. Indira Gandhi's chance came with the death of President Zakir Hussain in May 1969. While the president's position in the Indian constitution is that of a formal head of the state, in case of a hung parliament where no party enjoys a majority, he could play a decisive political role by inviting one of its contenders for the prime minister's office. The syndicate was therefore determined to have their own man occupy the president's office. In the party conclave at Bangalore from 11 July to 13 July, the syndicate, who was enjoying a majority in the Congress Parliamentary Board, despite the Indira Gandhi's opposition, nominated Sanjeeva Reddy, a prominent member of syndicate, as a Congress candidate for presidency. There was already a fuss about syndicate's plan to remove Indira Gandhi and promote Morarji Desai to Prime Minister post. Indira Gandhi was alarmed with this move of nominating Sanjeeva Reddy. Feeling driven to the wall and aware of the syndicate's ultimate design to oust her from office by using Sanjeeva Reddy's presidency, Indira Gandhi decided to fight with no holds barred, risk all, and carry the battle to the opponent's camp with radical ideology as her main weapon. Within days of the Bangalore meeting, on 18th July, she took away the finance portfolio from Desai on the grounds that as a conservative, he was incapable of implementing her radical program. Morarji was left with no option but to resign from the cabinet. Immediately, she started implementing her radical program as discussed in our last video. The syndicate and Desai decided to swallow the humiliation and wait for Reddy to be elected as president. Reddy was opposed by the senior statesman C.T. Deshmukh as the candidate of Swatantra and Jansangha, and V.V. Giri, the vice president, who had decided to stand as an independent, supported by the two communist parties, the SSP, DMK, Muslim League, and a section of the Akali Dal. Indira Gandhi wanted to support Giri, but did not know how she could go against her party's candidate whose nomination papers she had filed. At this stage, the syndicate made a major blunder. To ensure Reddy's election, Nijangappa met the major leaders of the Janasangha and Swatantra and persuaded them to cast their second preference votes once C.D. Deshmukh had been eliminated in the first round in favor of Reddy. Indira Gandhi immediately accused the syndicate of having struck a secret deal with the communal and reactionary forces in order to oust her from power. She now more or less openly supported Giri by refusing to issue a party whip in favor of Reddy. 4 days before the presidential elections, Mrs. Gandhi finally spoke. She asked for a vote of conscience. This was a call to Congress party members to defy their organization and vote for the rival candidate. Let us now see the final showdown of the event. Election for president was held on 20th August 1969. Fairly large number of congressmen voted for V.V. Giri. Many of the older party men voted for Reddy, but in the end Giri won on the second count. Now commenced a bitter exchange of letters between the Congress president and the Prime Minister. The two sides sparred for some time, with Indira Gandhi occupying the high ground of socialism and democracy. The syndicate in turn accused Indira Gandhi of hypocrisy, desiring to concentrate all power in her hands and trying to establish a communist dictatorship. In the end, On 12th November, the defeated and humiliated syndicate took a disciplinary action against Indira Gandhi and expelled her from the party for having violated party discipline. The party had finally split, with Indira Gandhi setting up a rival organization, which came to be known as Congress R, where R stood for requisitionists. The syndicate-dominated Congress came to be known as Congress O, where O stood for organization. The letters R and O also stood for reformist and old. In expelling Mrs. Gandhi from the Congress, Nijalingappa accused her of fostering a cult of personality, of promoting herself above the party and nation. The Prime Minister was presented as standing for socialism in economics and secularism in matters of religion, as being pro-poor and for development of the nation as a whole. The presentation was markedly successful. In December, rival Congress sessions were held, the parent body meeting in Ahmedabad and its new challenger in Bombay. In the final countdown, 220 of the party's Lok Sabha MPs went with Indira Gandhi and 68 with syndicate. In the All India Congress Committee too, 446 of its 705 members walked over to Indira's side. But without the support of Congress old Lok Sabha MPs, Indira Gandhi couldn't form the government due to 45 seats short of a majority. To make up the numbers, she turned to the independents and to the Communist Party of India. The CPI was delighted to join up, seeing Mrs. Gandhi's left turn as an opportunity for expanding its own influence. Indira Gandhi was now the unchallenged leader of both the government and the new party, which soon became the real Congress. She also had the mass of people, both the middle classes and the poor, and a large section of intelligentsia behind her. In fact, the extent of her political power far surpassed anything that her father had ever enjoyed. In comparable situation back in 1950-52, Jawaharlal Nehru had bided his time. Faced with the conservative challenge of Tandon and company, he had worked to get his way with the party rather than divide it. But here, Mrs. Gandhi had displayed a militancy foreign to Congress tradition. In contrast to the incremental approach of Nehru and Shastri, she represented something ruthless and new. She had astonished people with her flair for cold assessment, shrewd timing, and the telling theatrical gestures. Above all, with her capacity for a fight to the finish, even to bringing the 84-year-old Party of Liberation to rupture. Indira Gandhi's authority faced a fresh challenge when Supreme Court ruled that the order of abolition of privy purse was arbitrary and against the spirit of the Constitution. This prompted the Prime Minister to dissolve Parliament and call for a fresh mandate from the people. In our next video, we will discuss the election of 1971, which was called 14 months ahead of the schedule. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and comment because discussion is solution. For more discussions, please subscribe our channel.